The Mystery of the Pyramid Box. Episode 1. Part 2. Then Aunt Margaret lowered her voice. "I'm sorry, darling." But Charles was very serious. Evelyn was about to answer when someone knocked on the front door. 3 slow knocks. Aunt Margaret went pale. "Are you expecting someone?" "No." Another 3 knocks. Evelyn stood up. "I'll answer it." "No, Evelyn." But Evelyn was already walking toward the door. She looked through the small glass window. No one was there. She opened the door. A young man stood on the porch. He was holding a brown paper package. "Mrs. Margaret," he asked. "My aunt isn't available right now." The man looked at Evelyn. "Are you Evelyn Hart?" "Yes." He handed her the package. "This was supposed to be delivered to you." "To me?" "Yes." "Who sent it?" The man shook his head. "I don't know. I was told only to deliver it before 8 o'clock. Evelyn looked at the package. There was no name on it. "Are you sure this is for me?" "I'm sure." He turned and walked quickly down the steps. Evelyn watched him disappear around the corner. Then she closed the door. Aunt Margaret was standing in the hallway. "Who was it?" "A delivery man." "What did he bring?" Evelyn held up the package. "It has no name on it." Aunt Margaret stared at it. "Open it." Evelyn looked surprised. "You were so frightened a second ago, and now you want me to open it? This is different." Evelyn carefully opened the package. Inside was a folded piece of paper. Nothing else. She opened it. There were only 4 words. "Turn it inside out." Evelyn read the message twice. Then she looked at Aunt Margaret. "What does this mean?" Aunt Margaret did not answer. Instead, she walked slowly to the kitchen table and sat down. "I was afraid of this." "Afraid of what?" "That someone else knows about the pyramid box." Evelyn felt a chill. "Who?" Before Aunt Margaret could answer, the old telephone in the hallway began to ring. Once, twice, 3 times. Aunt Margaret stared at the telephone. "You answer it," she whispered. Evelyn picked up the receiver. "Hello." There was silence. Then a man's voice came through the line. "Evelyn Hart?" "Yes." "Who is this?" "You have the pyramid." Evelyn's heart began to beat faster. "Who are you?" The man did not answer her question. Instead, he said quietly, "Don't trust your aunt." The line went dead. Evelyn slowly lowered the receiver. She turned around. Aunt Margaret was no longer in the hallway. "Aunt Margaret." No answer. Evelyn walked toward the kitchen. The room was empty. The pyramid box was gone. And on the kitchen table was a single note. Evelyn picked it up. There were only 2 words. "Come alone." Outside, a car engine suddenly started. Evelyn ran to the window. A black automobile was moving quickly down the dark street. She could not see the driver. But on the back of the car, she noticed something that made her heart stop. A small silver symbol. A pyramid. And beneath it were 3 letters. B-C-H. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to subscribe and join us for more wonderful stories. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next story. Take care and have a wonderful day.